supporting the Democrat Party. Yeah.
Paid shill for the KKK. It's crazy.
Wow, I can't wait to get into some racial arguments. Can't wait to pull that one out. Man, right out of the holster.
In the wrong business, man. Can you imagine? Like your name is the Southern Poverty Law Center, and you're supposed to be fighting for black and brown people. You paying the KKK to go fuck shit up. It's so crazy.
I wonder if there's any have any black commentators spoke about this?
No, bro. You know that nigga. You think D.L. Hughley's gonna be like, oh, this is crazy. We should get them. No, he's not gonna say that. Charlemagne's not gonna touch it. None of these niggas are gonna say shit, bro.
Here's the funny thing, though, right? This is actually, though, kind of proving one of their points, the black liberals, in that white politicians or whatever, white supremacists, are paying groups like the KKK to go out and fuck with black people or do whatever, right? It's kind of true. It just happens to be that they were wrong about which party it was. It wasn't the conservatives or the Republicans.
Yeah, it wasn't our white supremacists. It was y'all white supremacists.
Yes, the ones that we've been telling you've been following for how many fucking years.
Useful Negroes, man. That's all.
Now, let's also be open to this, because I'm sure there will be some rhinos that
Absolutely.
donated.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, we're talking liberal conservative. You know what I mean?
Dan Crenshaw's on the list.
Like liberal versus conservative, not necessarily Republican versus Democrat, because that's interchangeable sometimes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, you think Dan Crenshaw? I just caught that.
Yeah, he's one for sure.
You want to get into some speculation? I'm down to just speculate.
Allegedly, gotta say that.
I think the Groyper movement is definitely a fucking psyop. Because listen, we've been talking about this for a long time and saying things are a psyop. It's paid. I've been saying that for a while, that the Groypers are a paid psyop. I think now it's fair, not fair to say that they are, but it's fair to start speculating. Who else do you think is going to be part of this? I have my reasons of why. You can watch the show for the past 2 years.
I think hip hop. I think maybe the Breakfast Club even.
Wow. All right. Hip hop in general.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking also groups. Okay. Charlottesville was brought up a lot. That I don't know if that was directly named or anything in the case, but they're saying that Charlottesville is definitely seems like one of those things, because they did really just they almost did some Avengers type shit. Let's unite all the. It does now seem like definitely a psyop. Let's unite all the white supremacists, most hated white supremacists, and the leaders of their group, and let's just bring them all together and make them stand in a field.
Give them some tiki torches.
Yeah, give them some tiki torches and let it go.
Let her rip. Yep. It's a solid plan. You just got caught.
How did anybody fall for that?
Because people are stupid, man.
They're all riled up. They're all frothed up. Remember that group that was going around? Was it Patriot Front or something like that?
Yes, Patriot Front.
Where they were all wearing the collar shirts and the masks.
We were calling them feds from the get-go.
Everybody was.
We already knew. What the fuck?
I got one.
Yeah.
And maybe this would have already been exposed. What about January 6th? That'd be a perfect place for them to send some people out to go and.
It would.
I feel like that would have been shown already. No, because they indicted them and convicted them, and then Trump pardoned them. There was no we dived into it and we saw X, Y, and Z got them pardoned. It was Trump just pardoned them.
No, I think that might have been separated. I do think though, the George Floyd's riots. I think they might have.
But that's a lefty thing. That's obvious. That was already exposed. No.
You're saying right.
Go ahead.
You're saying
right-wing extremist
groups. Okay, I got you.
Like Richard Spencer, I think would be part of that.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
He probably got paid. Yeah.
I think so. Somewhere. The question isn't necessarily like, let's say January 6th. Let me ask you, why do you not think January 6th? Like, give me a couple of reasons why you think. You don't have to go too in depth.
I think that's more government led more than a group. I think that was a coordinated effort by members of Congress, mainly.
Fair.
Mainly, what's that? What's Pocahontas? What's her name? Is it
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, where
and Nancy Pelosi.
Was it Nancy Pelosi or Elizabeth Warren?
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi didn't get National Guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the main sticking point for me, at least. So I think when it comes to like how that all unfold, I'm pointing more to the other side of the government for that.
Okay, I'll tell you why I think that's not a good reason. Is because you're talking about after it had already been sparked off.
Okay.
What we're talking about with this whole Southern Poverty Law Center thing,
it's a spark.
SPLC, let's just call it that for now.
SPLC
is the spark.
Okay.
Them sparking it off. So I was gonna say too, like you could say I don't think January 6th was part of it because I think people were actually riled up and they actually did go down there.
Okay.
And like I can believe that. That's not the argument though. The argument is it was that they were paying specific people to rile people up. They don't have to pay a group of people. In fact, it's actually a lot cleaner
to just pay maybe like 10 people and make them disperse.
And then how cleaner is it to go like, okay, who are we going to pay? I don't know, the leader? That might be the best way to go. Let's see which ones are willing to fucking...
He'll be quiet about it.
Yeah. Instead of let me go for the second in command or the deacon or whoever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not like church, but whoever the levels are, it's like, no, just go for the leader and now he's going to rile up everybody for us. We just pay him. It's that simple.
That simple.
So, yeah, I think any more speculations? I think they definitely pay a lot of these influencers online. I think that'll be a part of it.
Yeah, Candace Owens and them.
But it seems like they're more focused on the SPLC is more focused on like actual events. Like maybe they have a separate, arm.
They got branches. Of course they have branches.
Everybody's investing in influencers at this point, right?
Yeah.
No matter what it is.
That 7,000 is going somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a friend who owns a law firm, and a big part of her thing is social media influence.
Mm.
So it's like it all goes hand. That's why being a social media influence is such a fucking it's like printing your own money at this point.
Pretty much, if you can capture that, yeah,
you can literally just make money from anything at that point. All right. Any last words on the other than we knew it?
Told you so.
We've been saying this for a long time.
Told you so. I like told you so.
Told you so.
Yeah.
And we didn't break the story or anything, but it's a thing we've been talking about for a long time. It's just this.
And again,
people are just paid to fucking.
To be clear, we're not saying that the KKK and these groups never existed or no longer exist. We're just saying that they're getting paid to make shit bigger than it actually is. And that racism as a whole is just a small problem in this country. It's not the biggest, nor is it any problem at all. If you think about it, it's not even top 100 problem in this country.
Yeah. Well, KKK is different. Let me just explain this. I just think the KKK is different just because it's historically a fact that it was created by a political party. And then you see down the line to present time, that same party is still funding that group
that they created
to do the same shit that they created it to do.
Mm-hmm. Right?
So KKK is a little different. I do think there are groups though, like let's take Black Lives Matter. Where it does actually, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong about this, but where Black Lives Matter, I do think had at the beginning some kind of or possibly some kind of organic, origin, like where they say it was started on a college campus or whatever. Like, you could believe like that's true, and then these groups kind of like just was like, okay, this is starting to gain some influence, let's get on it. Just like any influencer, right? Now, as I was saying it though, I do start thinking that maybe that was all manufactured.
I think it was all manufactured.
All manufactured.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the idea that it was created on a fucking college campus by 4 hungry black lesbians.
Hungry.
You know they were hungry.
Yo, that's a double entendre, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, shit.
They're always hungry and full at the same time.
Hey.
That kind of fat.
That kind of fat.
So, yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm saying it, maybe BLM was the same. Maybe,
Yeah, the sparks were, the shootings and the false narratives that were going around of quote unquote unarmed black men in situations where we didn't get the whole story until like 8 years later. You know what I mean? And then also body cams. Love it.
I was just about to say.
Thank you. That's the best thing they ever done for us.
Now that every officer has a camera, you don't see these stories anymore.
Exactly. Now you see the opposite. Now you see what niggas is really like. And
you've seen what cops have been dealing with for the past fucking few hundred years.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Now you even like kind of sympathize with slave catchers. You know what I mean? You're like, Jesus, what they had to put up with.
Yo. You crossing the line, bro. You crossing the line.
Back to blue, baby.
Jesus Christ. Back to blue. Yeah. Chris got one of those flags on his on the back of his bumper stick. It's got the thin blue line in it.
Right next to my my Confederate.
Yep.
Fucking stars
and the
and bars.
fucking Celtic cross. Yeah. He's got it all.